Okay. Okay, what am I doing? Okay. Hello. Hi. And welcome. My name is TJ. And I don't know what I'm doing. 26, and I'm currently working as an English teacher in South Korea. Who's heard that before? Anyways, yeah, so I just started this channel, I guess, I don't know, for anyone who might want to know about another person's experience in South Korea, or like just to kind of just express myself. We're gonna get started. So yeah, I have a top 10 list of the top 10 questions I've been asked in Korea. It ranges and it comes from different people. Some are asked by my students on the subway, random people I meet in the street. Most of these questions have been asked by Koreans. I've been in Korea for about a little over a year now. As a foreigner in Korea, I get asked a lot of questions. And also I don't know if you noticed, but I'm Black. So as a person of color in Korea, there's other set of questions that you kind of get asked, and yeah, it's been pretty interesting. At the end of the day, I think regardless of anything, a lot of these questions are pretty common to anyone who finds themselves in Korea for an extended period of time. So without further ado, okay, so the first question I love is, how tall are you? What? That's a weird question. Well, you must know that I'm 6'2", okay? In Korea, that's 188, well, that's anywhere. It's 188 centimeters. And people ask me that question a lot, obviously, because I'm tall. And in Korea, you don't find a lot of tall people, especially tall women. These questions asked constantly by the new students that come in. So they're always like, teacher, you know, how tall are you? Teacher, they're so cute actually. They're they're always like, teacher, what is your how tall is your height? How long are you? That's what they ask me the most. These kids, they're relentless with that. Next question is, where are you from? If you're a foreigner in Korea, you'll always find that people are curious about where you're from, obviously, because Korea is such a homogenous country. Foreigners, they don't see very often. They do ask where I'm from, and I always respond with the USA, Florida. Well, they don't even know that, but anyways. And you mostly do get asked by taxi drivers when you're in the taxi, and they're always like, oh, where are you from? They assume I'm from Africa, and so they're always surprised when I say that I'm from the USA. And it was one taxi driver was like, he goes, oh, where are you from? And I'm like, oh, I'm from the USA. And he goes, oh no. He goes, where were you born? And I'm like, in the USA. Like, just because I'm Black, that doesn't mean I come straight from Africa. And some of them don't believe me. Even though, I mean, yeah. It's because I'm Black, honestly. Yeah. Third question I get asked the most is, how do you speak Korean so well? The thing is, no matter how bad you are at Korean, if you manage to say hello in Korean, they just, wow, you speak Korean so well. I don't know if they assume or they're just saying it to be nice. Some of them will ask, how do you speak Korean so well? How do you learn Korean? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I just said hello. And it is not that serious, you know? But yeah, either you say hello or you say thank you. And they're always blown away. And it's like, okay, like, thank you, I'm flattered, but please, don't let me finesse you. Question number 4 is kind of a tangent to question number 3. Oh, do you speak Korean? So if it's not, wow, how do you speak Korean well? They ask you, do you speak Korean? Question number 5. How old are you? We do not like being asked our age, but in Korea, they do. It's a part of their culture, actually. It's a completely different way that you address a person, even if they're a year older than you. And when I first came, I thought it was so rude that my children would be like, teacher, how old are you? And I'm just like, first of all, you can go somewhere else, you know? But as I saw that it was happening more and more often, I realized, okay, I just feel comfortable enough to ask. The next question I get asked, mainly again by students, are you Army? Not like military Army. Army is basically like BTS's fan base. They're like this big, huge Korean pop band sensation that's like taking over the world. So a lot of my kids, they'll run up to me and they'll be like, teacher, are you Army? Who's your favorite member? I'm not that into BTS though. Sorry. 7th question I get asked all the time is, are you an English teacher? Again, that's asked by like taxi drivers and stuff. Yeah, so a lot of people ask me if I'm an English teacher. Of course, the answer is yes, and it's pretty lit. Number 8, do you have a boyfriend or are you married? Especially after if I'm speaking to them in my like very low level Korean. Oh, is that why you're here? You know, do you have a boyfriend or blah blah blah? And it's like, no, I'm single, ready to mingle. Number 9 isn't really a question I get asked. I wish they would ask me. It's, can I touch your hair or can I touch your skin? Korean people who do end up touching my hair and my skin don't usually ask. They usually just do. And it's usually like the older generation, older women. I'll be sitting on the subway and they'll just like start rubbing my skin, or they'll just start touching my hair, especially when it's in braids, because they don't know how this can happen. They're just always just in awe. So yeah, even though it's not a question, I'm adding it on the list because if it was a question people asked, this would be actually a lot higher on the list. But because they don't ask, I lower the standards, but it does happen pretty often in terms of the hair, the skin. Yeah, it happens a lot. The last question I get asked is, do I like the city I live in or do I like Seoul? So Seoul's basically the capital of South Korea. Everything happens in Seoul, like everything. Entertainment, business, everything is kind of just squished into this one city. I don't live in Seoul. I live in Busan, which is the 2nd largest city in Korea, Seoul being the 1st. And yeah, people, every time I come back from a trip from Seoul, or I'll say I've been to Seoul, they usually ask like, oh, what city do you like better? Because, you know, Busan's the runner-up, you know? I honestly think Busan is actually a really great city that has a lot to offer. Literally, you're surrounded by a beautiful beach, and then on the other side of the city, you have mountains. I just think it's great that you can just explore nature and then also take in like the beautiful landmarks. Anyone would be super lucky to live here, honestly. I came to Busan not really knowing what to expect, but I have been overwhelmingly, like pleasantly pleased and surprised by this beautiful city. And yeah, people are really cool here. That being said, this completes the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more content, please add it in the comments. What do you want to see from me? Also, if you don't like me and you think I should stop while I'm ahead, please keep that to yourself. If there's anything you want to see, anything you want to do, just let me know. And sorry that I'm shooting this video in the dark. I think this is the best lighting / background situation I could come up with. Actually, I think this lighting situation is pretty lit. Excuse the pun, because it's dark, but I'm calling it lit. Anyways, I like it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't not like and don't not subscribe. So yeah, we out here. Thank you.